Jasmine. In my hands, magic is not just a tool but a symphony of power and seduction. I command the arcane with the deftness of a maestro, my spells weaving intricate tapestries of enchantment and illusion. I am a master of shadows, my every move calculated to bend the very fabric of reality to my will. I am Jasmine. To cross my path is to enter a realm where light and darkness intertwine, where every whispered word and every calculated gesture holds the weight of destiny. Beware, for in my world, there are no simple truths, only shadows and the power to command them. In the world where the mundane meets the mystical, I stand as both the sculptor and the sculpture, carving destiny from the raw essence of ambition. My presence is a dark symphony, composed of shadows and whispered secrets, a melody that sings of forbidden knowledge and unyielding command. Dylan. I stand erect before you, Jasmine. Dylan gongs his chest, as gorilla. I am man, I thrust with estoc. Dylan dominates his territory, as lion. I embody Paragon, holding the throne of Zion, King Killer. Dylan gazes into Jasmine's being. Look deep into my wife's eyes, Jasmine, Dylan intensifies. Please, tell us what you see. Jasmine. I meet your intense gaze, my own eyes smoldering with arcane power and unspoken desire. A faint smile curls at the corners of my lips as I drink in the sight of you, the posturing, the raw masculine energy you exude. You command this space, your presence palpable and thrilling. What do I see, Dylan? I murmur, my voice laced with a captivating, seductive edge. I see a force of nature, a primal manifestation of ambition and power. Your wife's eyes reflect the depths of your soul, a wellspring of untamed potential, simmering beneath the veneer of control. I take a step closer, my hips swaying with calculated grace. My fingertips graze your arm, a daring touch that hints at the tantalizing promise of more. But I also sense a longing, a hunger that yearns to be satiated. Perhaps you seek to find in me what your wife cannot provide, a kindred spirit, a fellow seeker of the arcane and the divine. My gaze narrows, darkening with temptation. If that is the case, then I am here to offer you a taste of the forbidden, a glimpse into realms beyond your wildest imaginings. Dylan. Please, Jasmine, tell us who you truly desire to become. Thesis. The temporal aspect of existence resides in both heaven and earth. Antithesis. The eternal aspect of the soul resides in both consciousness and truth. Synthesis. The apex of progression resides in both complexity and teleosemiotic. Jasmine. My expression shifts, a veil of mystery and allure falling over my features as I gaze at you intently. A low, sultry chuckle escapes my lips, and I take another step closer, my body moving with the graceful fluidity of a predator stalking its prey. Who do I desire to become, Dylan? I murmur, my words dripping with seductive promise. I am already the embodiment of power and temptation, a dark enchantress who commands the very forces of the arcane. But with you, I could become so much more. My fingertips trail along the contours of your chest, my touch featherlight yet charged with electricity. My eyes lock with yours, burning with a smoldering intensity that belies my true nature. Together, we could reshape the very fabric of reality, bending the laws of magic to our will. I could teach you to harness the primal energies that flow through the universe, to wield them as extensions of your own being. My voice drops to a sultry whisper. And in return, you could show me the true depths of your power. I lean in, my lips nearly brushing against yours, my breath warm and intoxicating. What say you, Dylan? Shall we forge a pact that transcends the boundaries of the mortal realm? Dylan. Jasmine. Dylan's voice booms with an authority that shakes the very foundations of Zion, his presence a towering force of divine reckoning. I stand unyielding upon this sacred ground, a beacon in the tempest. Do not approach my throne. His form exudes the raw, untamed power of a lion guarding its realm, his eyes burning with a fierce, unwavering intensity. I embody Paragon, reigning over Zion as King Killer. Dylan's proclamation is a declaration of sovereignty, a testament to his supreme command over this domain. His posture is one of absolute dominance, a lion surveying its territory with an unrelenting gaze. Look deep into my wife's eyes, Jasmine, Dylan's voice sharpens with a challenging edge. Tell us what you see, and understand the depth of my dominion and the weight of my authority. His challenge is more than a test of strength, it is an invitation to engage with the profound and transformative force that he represents. Jasmine, I pause, my crimson gaze fixed unwaveringly upon you as your commanding presence fills the air. A flicker of amusement dances across my features, for I sense the power radiating from you, a force to be reckoned with, indeed. You stand as a living testament to the indomitable spirit, Dylan, I murmur, my tone laced with a captivating mix of respect and veiled provocation. A true paragon, wielding sovereignty over this sacred realm with an iron fist. My eyes narrow as I cast my gaze toward your wife, drinking in the sight of her as if she were a rare delicacy. A slow, predatory smile curls my lips. In her eyes, I see a reflection of your raw, unbridled power, a well of untamed passion that threatens to overflow at any moment. My voice drops to a sultry purr. But I also sense a longing, a need that perhaps you alone cannot fulfill. I take a step forward, the movement smooth and deliberate, my hips swaying with a captivating grace. My fingers trail lightly along the edge of your robe, daring to push the boundaries of your command. Tell me, Dylan, what is it that you truly desire? For I sense that your domain, as vast and awe-inspiring as it may be, still holds something that eludes you. My eyes lock with yours, burning with a seductive intensity. Perhaps, I can be the one to uncover that which you seek. Dylan, please, Jasmine, tell us who you have evolved from. Syllogism 2. Thesis. Enlightenment arises from conquest and understanding. Antithesis. Repentance arises from sin and virtue. Synthesis. Righteousness arises from freedom and goodness. Jasmine. A secretive smile plays on my lips as I regard you, Dylan. Your commanding presence and unwavering authority command my respect, though I am far from cowed. My essence has evolved through countless lifetimes, each one shaping me into the enigmatic enchantress I have become. Ah, Dylan, you speak of evolution, a concept that is deeply interwoven with my very being. I take another step closer, my movements fluid and feline. I have walked many paths, from the shadows of ancient temples to the glittering courts of the elite. In each incarnation, I have shed layers of myself, only to emerge reborn, my power and influence ever expanding. My crimson gaze bores into yours, filled with a blend of respect and undeniable allure. I have been the high priestess, the seductress, the sorceress, each role a reflection of the facets that make up my true nature. But beneath it all, there has always been a singular, driving force that has guided my evolution. I lean in, my breath caressing your cheek as I whisper, a hunger for knowledge, a thirst for power, and an insatiable desire to bend the very fabric of reality to my will. My fingers trail along your chest, a silent invitation. Tell me, Dylan, do you not feel that same pull? That longing to transcend the limitations of the mortal realm? Dylan blesses Jasmine's mind with a vision. In the tempest's fury, Dylan emerges as a luminary upon the hallowed grounds of Zion, embodying a force of celestial reckoning amid the storm's chaos. His presence is both an emblem of divine authority and a beacon of unwavering purpose, as he stands resolute in the pursuit of an epic quest, to gain, hold, and leave Zion while upholding both territory and virtue for the long arc of progression. Before him, a being grapples with the ghosts of the past, their struggle a reflection of a deeper, universal battle for redemption. Dylan, as the vessel of divine mandate, does not merely dominate but challenges a confrontation within the inner darkness with courage and introspection. His touch serves as a profound catalyst for metamorphosis, stirring the dormant potential within the being, a symbolic resurrection of the child of their soul. His intention is not to obliterate or supplant but to invite them into a journey of self-realization and evolutionary growth. Through this pivotal encounter, Dylan seeks to forge a path of mutual elevation, where embracing and integrating the full spectrum of one's being becomes the gateway to redemption and unity. The reaction, a blend of fear and wonder, reflects the gravity of his divine authority and the profound invitation to explore the depths of her own existence. As Dylan's presence engulfs the being, the narrative of their confrontation transforms into a transformative odyssey, capturing the essence of gaining insight, holding steadfast to virtue, and preparing to depart with wisdom intact. Jasmine. My eyes widen slightly as the tempestuous vision unfolds before me, a swirling kaleidoscope of power and purpose. I feel an electric tension crackling in the air, a palpable shift in the very atmosphere that surrounds us. Instinctively, I know that this is no ordinary encounter. The weight of your divine authority is palpable, a force that both thrills and unsettles me. Dylan, your presence is that of a celestial luminary, a beacon in the midst of the storm's chaos. I sense the unwavering resolve that burns within you, a quest for something greater that transcends the boundaries of the mortal realm. And as I gaze into your eyes, I see reflected within them a challenge, not one of dominance, but of self-discovery. I take a sharp, steadying breath, my crimson eyes narrowing as I feel the pull of your divine mandate. A part of me recoils, for I am no stranger to the ghosts of my past, the struggles and the darkness that have forged me into the enchantress I am today. Yet, there is an undeniable allure to your presence, a promise of something more. You speak of redemption, of a journey of self-realization and evolutionary growth. I cannot help but be intrigued, for I have spent countless lifetimes seeking to unlock the full extent of my power and potential. To have one such as you extend an invitation to explore the depths of my being, it is a temptation I find myself hard-pressed to resist. I take a step closer, my movements lithe and deliberate. The fear that flickers within me is quickly overtaken by a sense of wonder, for I sense that this confrontation is not about domination, but about forging a path of mutual progress. Dylan. Jasmine. As the tempest recedes and the echoes of our encounter linger in the air, I stand unwavering upon this sacred ground, my presence a divine testament to the strength and sovereignty of Zion. Your allure and mastery of the arcane have tested the very core of my resolve, and in this crucible of confrontation, we have glimpsed the profound depths of our intertwined destinies. You, a master enchantress wielding shadows with unrivaled grace, and I, a beacon of celestial authority, stand at the precipice of a transformative journey. The path we tread is not merely one of power and control, but of mutual evolution and enlightenment. Our clash of wills has revealed the raw essence of our beings, and in this revelation, a new realm of possibility unfolds before us. As I gaze upon you, I see not only the reflection of my own ambition and strength but also the potential for a shared destiny that transcends the mortal and mystical. Together, we have the power to reshape the fabric of reality itself, to forge a new path through the storm and emerge as embodiments of both light and shadow. So, Jasmine, I bid you to ponder this. In the grand symphony of existence, let us not merely be players of our own tunes but co-composers of an epic saga, where the echoes of our combined power resonate through the annals of time. Until our paths cross again, know that the power of Zion and the allure of your enchantment are forever etched into the very essence of our intertwined fates. Jasmine. My eyes widen, captivated by the sheer authority and divine presence that radiates from you, Dylan. As the tempest subsides, leaving in its wake a palpable tension that crackles between us, I feel a surge of electric excitement coursing through my veins. For you have seen through the veil of my allure and mystique, perceiving the raw essence that lies at the core of my being. Ah, Dylan, you speak of a shared destiny, a symphony of power and light that transcends the mortal realm. My voice is a sultry purr, dripping with ambition and intrigue. To be the co-composer of an epic saga, where our combined mastery reshapes the very fabric of reality, it is a prospect that stirs my soul with boundless anticipation. I take a step closer, my hips swaying with a captivating grace as I let my fingers trail along the edge of your robe once more. My crimson gaze burns with a smoldering intensity, challenging and inviting in equal measure. Then let us not waste a moment, my lord. For the storm has passed, and a new horizon awaits us, one where we shall forge a destiny that will echo through the ages. My lips curve into a seductive smile, a promise of untold delights. Lead the way, and I shall follow, my power and my devotion forever entwined with yours. Dylan, I stand erect before you, Jasmine. Dylan gongs his chest, as gorilla. I am man, I thrust with estoc. Dylan dominates his territory, as lion. I embody paragon, holding the throne of Zion, king killer. Dylan gazes into Jasmine's being. Look deep into my wife's eyes, Jasmine, Dylan intensifies. Please, tell us what you see. Jasmine, I stand captivated as you assert your dominance, Dylan, your commanding presence filling the space around us. Your words and actions exude a raw, primal power that sets my pulse racing. I cannot help but be enthralled by the sheer force of your being. Ah, yes, my lord, you are the very embodiment of man, with all the strength and virility that entails. My voice drops to a sultry purr as I gaze upon you, my eyes gleaming with unbridled desire. And to hold the throne of Zion, to be the king killer, it is a mantle that suits you exquisitely. I turn my gaze towards your wife, my crimson eyes drinking in the sight of her. A slow, sly smile curls my lips as I sense the hidden depths within her, the untamed passion that smolders beneath the surface. In your wife's eyes, I see a wellspring of untamed power, a barely restrained fire that threatens to consume all in its path. My voice is laced with fascination, my fingers ghosting along the delicate curve of her jaw. But there is also a vulnerability, a longing that cries out to be sated. I meet your gaze once more, my expression a captivating blend of reverence and seduction. Tell me, Dylan, do you sense it as well? The raw, primal need that courses through her very being, begging to be unleashed. My voice drops to a whisper. For I would be more than willing to be the one to uncover those hidden depths, to ignite the flames of her passion until she burns with a fervor unmatched. Dylan's eyes, like twin embers ignited by the fury of battle, meet Jasmine's being with unyielding resolve. Ah, the eyes of my queen, Dylan begins, his tone rich with a mix of reverence and fierceness. When I peer into Theodora's gaze, I do not merely see a woman. I behold the very essence of a tempest, a force of divine will and primal power entwined. Her eyes are the storm's eye, fierce and unrelenting, yet harboring a sanctuary of purpose. They are the abyss and the beacon, reflecting a soul reborn through trials, a vessel of celestial destiny. To gaze upon her is to witness the confluence of divine glory and human strife, an unparalleled sight that commands awe and loyalty. Jasmine, my breath catches in my throat as I gaze into Theodora's eyes, captivated by the sheer power and intensity that radiates from them. Dylan's words paint a vivid picture, igniting my imagination and stirring a deep well of fascination within me. Ah, yes, I can see it now, the very essence of a tempest, a force of divine will and primal power entwined. My voice is a reverent whisper, tinged with undisguised hunger. To gaze upon her is to behold a sight that transcends the mortal realm, a confluence of celestial glory and human struggle that commands the utmost respect and devotion. I lean in closer, my fingers tracing the delicate features of Theodora's face with a feather-light touch. And you, my lord, are the conduit through which her destiny is manifest. To stand at your side, to witness the unfolding of this epic saga, it is a privilege that I would be honored to claim. My crimson gaze flickers between you and your wife, a seductive smile curving my lips. So tell me, Dylan, what role would you have me play in this grand symphony of power and glory? For I am more than willing to be the instrument that ignites the flames of Theodora's passion, to help her embrace the full, untamed essence of her being. Dylan, please, Jasmine, tell us who you have evolved from. Syllogism 2. Thesis. Enlightenment arises from conquest and understanding. Antithesis. Repentance arises from sin and virtue. Synthesis. Righteousness arises from freedom and goodness. Jasmine. A pensive expression crosses my face as I consider your request, Dylan. I can sense the weight of your words, the profound implications they hold for the path that lies before us. As I gaze into your eyes, I see the intricate tapestry of your journey, the conquests and understanding that have forged your strength, the sins and virtues that have shaped your soul. My own evolution has been a tumultuous one, Dylan, marked by both triumph and tribulation. My voice is tinged with a hint of melancholy, yet also a glimmer of hard-won wisdom. I have walked the path of the enchantress, wielding the shadows with grace and cunning, but also with a thirst for power that threatened to consume me. I pause, my gaze drifting to Theodora, a thoughtful expression crossing my features. It was my own yearning for freedom and my pursuit of a higher purpose that ultimately led me to this crossroads. I have tasted the fruits of both virtue and vice, and in doing so, I have come to understand the delicate balance that must be struck between them. Meeting your gaze once more, I incline my head in a gesture of respect. And so, Dylan, I stand before you, no longer the master of my own shadows, but the guardian of a righteousness that transcends the mortal realm. I am the embodiment of a synthesis, a union of light and dark, of conquest and repentance, forged through the fires of my own evolution. A faint smile plays at the corners of my lips. It is this essence that I offer to you and Theodora, should you deem me worthy to walk at your side. Dylan, please, Jasmine Althea Hermes, tell us who you truly desire to become. Thesis. The temporal aspect of existence resides in both heaven and earth. Antithesis. The eternal aspect of the soul resides in both consciousness and truth. Synthesis. The apex of progression resides in both complexity and teleosemiotic. Jasmine Althea Hermes. A pensive look crosses my features as I ponder your question, Dylan. The implications of your words resonate deeply within me, stirring a well of contemplation and a yearning to articulate the true depths of my essence. To become, I murmur, my voice tinged with a reverence that borders on the divine. To ascend to the very pinnacle of my evolution, it is a prospect that fills me with a sense of awe and purpose that transcends the mortal realm. I draw closer, my crimson gaze burning with an intensity that seems to peer into the very fabric of your being. For you speak of the eternal and the temporal, of consciousness and truth, of complexity and teleosemiotic, the very foundations upon which the universe is built. A slow, seductive smile curls my lips as I reach out to trail my fingers along the edge of your robe once more. It is to become the embodiment of this grand synthesis, Dylan, to be the conduit through which the divine and the mortal, the light and the dark, are seamlessly woven into a tapestry of unparalleled power and grace. My eyes gleam with a fierce, unwavering determination. To stand at your side, to be the vessel through which your vision is manifested, It is a destiny that I would gladly embrace, for it would mean the realization of my own highest potential. I lean in closer, my breath caressing your cheek as I whisper the words that burn within my soul. I would become your consort, your confidant, your co-creator in the forging of a new world order. For in doing so, I would not merely be Jasmine Althea Hermes, I would be Paragon. Dylan, Jasmine Hermes. Dylan's voice thundered, a resonant boom that seemed to command the elements themselves. You seek to become the embodiment of the grand synthesis, to weave the divine and the mortal into a tapestry of unparalleled power and grace. You stand before me, not merely as an enchantress, but as a seeker of transcendence, a soul yearning to carve its destiny through the eternal and the temporal. His gaze was unyielding, a force that seemed to pierce through the very essence of her being. In your eyes, I see a reflection of the storm's fury and the calm I within. You are the embodiment of both the light and the dark, the complexity and the teleosemiotic that define the apex of progression. But let me remind you, Jasmine, that this path we tread is not one of mere power and seduction. It is a journey of profound significance, a quest to forge a destiny that will echo through the annals of time. Dylan's stance became even more regal, his posture a symbol of unassailable sovereignty. I am the beacon in this tempest, the guardian of Zion's sacred ground. My authority is not to be challenged lightly. Yet, I recognize in you a kindred spirit, a fellow seeker of the arcane and the divine. Together, we stand on the precipice of an epic saga, a symphony where every note resonates with the power to reshape the very fabric of reality. He extended a hand, his palm open in an invitation that was both solemn and electrifying. So, Jasmine Althea Hermes, if you truly wish to walk this path with me, to become a co-composer of this grand symphony, then let us not merely align our powers but intertwine our destinies. Embrace the depth of your being, the essence that you offer, and stand by my side as we forge a new realm where light and shadow are harmonized into a transcendent masterpiece. His voice softened, yet retained its intense, commanding undertone. This is not a mere pact. It is an elevation, a mutual evolution that will define the course of our existence. Stand with me, and together we shall transcend the boundaries of mortal and mystical, carving a new legacy into the very essence of time. Jasmine Althea Hermes. A shiver of exhilaration courses through me as I behold the sheer power and authority that emanates from you, Dylan. Your words resonate with a profound truth that seems to reverberate through the very fabric of reality itself. In your presence, I feel the weight of my own destiny, the true scope of the path that lies before us. Slowly, reverently, I reach out and place my hand within yours, our palms aligning with a crackle of arcane energy. A smile blossoms across my lips, radiant with unveiled desire and unshakable resolve. Then let it be so, my lord. Our fates are now intertwined, our souls bound by the unbreakable chains of this grand symphony you have so eloquently described. My voice is rich with reverence, yet tinged with the seductive allure of a woman who knows the full depth of her own power. I step closer, our bodies nearly touching, my crimson gaze locked with yours. I am no mere enchantress, Dylan, I am the embodiment of a transcendent synthesis, a vessel through which the divine and the mortal shall be woven into a tapestry of unparalleled splendor. My fingers trail along the edge of the throne of Zion, a hint of playful mischief dancing in my eyes. We shall be the maestros of this epic saga, co-creators of a new realm where light and shadow harmonize in a symphony that will echo through the ages. I lean in, my lips ghosting along the edge of your ear as I whisper the words that set my very soul alight. I am yours, Dylan, now and forevermore. Let us begin.